Aujourd'hui, on se retrouve pour en apprendre plus sur Petit/Barbatos avec sa quête histoire.
Hey, look over there! She's all by herself, right? Because she's acting as if she's talking and laughing with somebody else. Paimon's creeped out.
Moi perso, j'ai jamais eu d'amis imaginaires quand j'étais jeune. Vous en avez déjà eu un? Vous en avez, hein, peut-être encore. Hein, c'est...
What? You mean you used to act like that too? So is this an invisible friend who hangs out with you sometimes? Or do they just exist in your imagination?
Ah, l'imagination est ta meilleure amie. Ça par contre, je suis d'accord.
Imagination. Oh, you must mean imagined friend, right? Why didn't you just say so? So, this imaginary friend of yours, when does Paimon get to meet them?
Ça se trouve, Paimon, elle n'existe pas, et c'est son amie imaginaire. Ça se trouve, je viens de deviner un truc incroyable.
Seriously? So, imaginary friends just disappear when you grow up?
C'est triste.
Oh, Paimon was looking forward to meeting yours. Hey, don't suppose your sister has an imaginary friend too?
Ouais.
No way! You guys are so lucky! Because they have this game in Liyue. Have you heard of it? It's a 4-player game, but it seems you guys could play it with just the 2 of you.
C'est de quoi elle
Oh,
parle?
traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
Venti.
Tone deaf bard. What are you doing here?
I'm here because Lisa has been making some exciting new contraptions.
Why does the thought of Lisa's contraptions make Paimon so nervous?
Come now, that's no way to speak about the elegant Miss Lisa. For this particular contraption,
c'est que cet
Lisa
objet?
had to import some dangerous materials from Sumeru.
Ok.
Dangerous?
Mais c'est quoi?
That's right. Looks like a monocle, but actually it's called a Nernama detector. Sadly, Lisa isn't able to use it herself, so I'm borrowing it for a while. And also, I'm testing it out for her, to see if it actually works.
Huh?
Ok.
Why can't Lisa use it?
Perhaps it's because she lacks a certain childlike sense of wonder. Or maybe there's some other reason for it. If you want to know for sure, just ask her yourself sometime.
So, you can see them? Go on, tell us. What does his imaginary friend look like?
That would be telling. Anyway, it's all yours now, traveler. Take
Okay.
a look. See if you can see Nora's imaginary friend.
Ok, parfait. On a une lentille
Did
qui...
you see him? Did
Ouais,
you
c'est un
see
peu
him?
flippant quand même. C'est quand même un peu effrayant, les amis imaginaires. Moi, ça me fait un peu peur, quoi. Genre, t'imagines, t'as ton gosse qui est là, ou t'as un gosse qui est là, qui est en train de parler tout seul, et quand tu lui demandes à qui il parle, il se retourne vers toi en disant « Je parle à quelqu'un que tu ne peux pas voir ». Moi, Oh non. Mais du coup, elle est avec un autre
So
enfant.
it does
quoi.
work for you too.
Paimon wants to see? Wait, but this gizmo isn't in Paimon's size. Alright then, you'll just have to be Paimon's eyes on the ground. Let's go see what everyone's imaginary friends look like.
Trop bien, du coup, on a une lentille spéciale. Je me demande si c'est pas... Pardon. Si c'est pas cette lentille dont on m'avait parlé...
Flower shop always seems kinda floaty-headed. You know, Paimon bets she has an imaginary friend.
On m'avait dit que... Il y a certaines choses, certaines énigmes. Pour les résoudre, j'avais besoin d'une lentille spéciale. Donc peut-être que c'est ça. Yo, Nekozora. Ça va et toi? Comment est-ce que ça va ce matin? Alors, hop, on va traquer les amis imaginaires des gens.
There it is! Behold, a floaty imaginary friend for floaty-headed Flora! A bloaty floaty!
Wait, imaginary friends can be plants now?
Hi, Traveler. Hi, Bard.
Salut
Sure.
Flora.
How can I help?
C'est quoi ce qui est à côté de toi?
Oh, you mean Mr.
Monsieur
Floaty?
Pompon.
Most people
Trop
can't
mignon.
see him. Mr. Floaty is my bestest friend. We grew up together.
No fair. Paimon hates feeling left out.
Flora, why exactly are you friends with a bloaty floaty?
What's wrong with it? I always wanted to be friends with a plant who could fly.
Friends with a flying plant?
Because then when it's windy, you and your friend can fly off into the sky together. You gotta admit that's pretty cool.
Isn't that called being blown away?
That's what some people like to call it. I only found out this plant existed from an explorer who told me stories of his adventures. I think his name was Stanley.
Stanley? On a déjà rencontré un Stanley? Stanley. Stanley, ça me dit rien. Stanley. Stanley. Je connais pas. 2-4 heures et je relance déjà Genshin. Eh ouais, ça c'est la vie qu'on a choisi de mener, ça.
And you can tell he's an expert at it from the stories he tells. The amazing adventures of Stanley are super famous in Mondstadt. He's in the city at the moment. You should go ask him to tell you some of his stories.
That sounds like a fun idea for next time. But right now we have other things to attend to.
C'est qui Stanley?
Flora's a pretty mysterious kid.
Ah oui, Timmy. Timmy, c'est sûr qu'il a un
Which
ami
child shall we
imaginaire.
interrogate next?
Paimon's thinking. Oh, how about that little guy on the bridge?
Ah merde, j'ai loupé. Oh, je suis nul.
Lightning flash!
Ah ouais. Ah oui, là.
No way!
Un grand ami imaginaire.
That is unexpected.
Timmy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard?
Ah ouais, mais
Paimon's freaking out right now. That thing is sure to attack us.
compréhensible.
What say you we postpone our conversation with Timmy for the time being?
Les paiements. Est-ce que
Paimon's
tu es
a
toujours...
favorite line?
On explorera cette zone plus tard.
Seriously? Oh, alright then. How about we explore the area ahead of us later?
C'est vrai qu'elle me l'a dit quelques fois, quoi.
Children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think up all kinds of imaginary friends?
Fitting, isn't it? That the
Ouais,
city
attends,
of
je viens de
freedom
voir.
should be home to children with such boundless powers of
J'ai
imagination.
jamais été voir en haut de cet échafaudage.
What
Aucun.
about adults'
Et rien du
imaginations?
tout.
Or
Tristesse.
about some adults at the tavern?
Quelle tristesse. Mais non, mais grimpe pas là. Là, on va à la taverne. C'est dans la taverne qu'on doit aller? J'ai pas l'impression. Non, c'est extérieur. Oh, Master Diluc et Kaya. Oh.
The thing about wine is, you have to drink it at the tavern, or you miss out on half the fun.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself amused even if you drank alone.
If I didn't know any better, I would say you're being deliberately uncivil.
Just drink responsibly on my premises, okay?
Oh, and if I did have one too many, what then? You'd throw me out along with the trash, is that it?
Throw you out?
You
Pas
know,
l'histoire
the
entre
same
deux.
way you threw out Father's legacy. You sold off his mansion,
Ils sont frères?
or maybe you've forgotten.
I see no reason to cling to things that
Ils
have
sont frères?
outlived their purpose.
Is that so? Then I trust you were most swift indeed to part with a certain vase?
Sorry, I have no recollection.
Master
That's odd.
Diluc
Master
et
Diluc,
Kaya sont frères?
I'm sure I saw such a vase in your home. A beautiful one, unmistakable in fact.
ils ont pas d'amis imaginaires.
Seems our suspicions were right. Grown-ups don't appear to have imaginary friends.
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder.
Là, ils viennent de parler de l'héritage de leur père. Ils ont dit notre père.
So people just stop dreaming when they grow up? Okay, well, Paimon for one never wants to grow up.
Oh, merci Chromobos pour les
This
petites
raises an
infos.
interesting question.
Frère adoptif,
At what
trop bien.
age exactly do people's imaginary friends
Et bienvenue.
disappear?
J'espère que tu vas bien.
Let's go and check.
Incroyable. Je me demandais ce qui se passait entre deux.
Someone of her age surely must
sentais
have
qu'il y avait des
some
tensions.
imagination left, don't you think?
Eileen.
Somehow Paimon finds the idea of not being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend
Eileen,
kind
c'est
of
pas la
scary.
jeune femme qui est aveugle? Non, je sais plus. Ah non, Eileen, c'est celle qui s'entraîne à l'épée. Je confonds. Oh.
Jean? What is Jean doing here? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend?
Ouais. Elle veut devenir chevalier plus que tout.
She's so conscientious. It's terrifying.
Oh, hello. What are you guys doing?
Are you always training here?
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his adventures. It was incredible. It got me really pumped up. Oh, I hope I can be as outstanding as him one day.
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on an adventure with Jean herself...
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
Je suis sûr qu'elle y arrivera.
Thanks! I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the honorary
Ouais,
knight.
exactement. C'est la quête
Would you
histoire de
join me for
Venti.
some sword training?
Ah ouais, moi je veux bien me battre à l'épée.
How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
Tous les mannequins d'entraînement en même temps?
Shame. Didn't manage to... How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
Je peux faire ma texte secrète. Attends, je sais pas si elle fonctionnera ma texte secrète, Eileen. Et ça marche pas s'il n'y a pas d'escalier à proximité. Mais...
So that's how to do it.
Ça c'est ma
I'm
texte secrète.
impressed.
Je t'ai montré un petit peu mon move spécial, quoi.
Oh, thank you. It's clear I still have a long way to go in my training.
So modest. I, for one, think you're quite the pro at this already.
J'avoue
Well,
qu'elle a l'air plutôt
I'm
balèze, elle, déjà.
exhausted from training, so clearly my fitness needs some work. One day, though, I'll smash all the training dummies in Mondstadt.
Ellen, she's our girl. If she can't do it, Hilly Churl.
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught up here I forgot there's something I was supposed to do today. Ugh, but I'm so sore from training. Honorary Knight, could you deliver a message to Jack for me?
Oh, c'est Jack le viril.
He's a friend of mine, recently started as an adventurer. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans. Could you let him know it'll have to be another day? If I'm not mistaken, you should find him at the Temple of the Lion. He's adventuring with Stanley today. Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer, renowned in all of Mondstadt. He once set foot in the Mare Javari. Great! Thank you so much.
Ok, bon, on va aller rejoindre Jack et Stanley, du coup, au Temple du Lion. Je me demande s'il y a, du coup... Jack, c'est Jack le viril. Qu'on aperçoit dans les requêtes pour comment? Livraison pour le docteur Edith. Ah, mais c'est... Je me suis pas tapé au bon endroit du tout. Mais non, j'ai regardé la quête journalière. Si c'est Jack le viril, du coup, qu'on croise dans les requêtes pour le... Ils sont dedans. Ouais, ils sont dedans. Pour la réputation de Mondstadt, je vais réussir à terminer ma phrase. Alors, Stanley, le légendaire aventurier. Il vous a demandé de partir à la recherche de Jack dans le temple du lion. Il semblerait qu'il se soit embarqué dans une aventure en compagnie de Stanley, l'aventurier légendaire. C'est un défi solo. C'est un défi de quel niveau? 58. Ça veut dire si on a besoin de glace que je peux prendre...
Leave it to me.
En vrai... Attends, je peux changer. On peut faire un truc comme
I
ça.
can do it.
On peut faire une team comme ça pour changer un peu. J'aimerais bien juste... On peut pas changer l'ordre? Bon, peu importe, on va y aller comme ça. Je respecte à la lettre, hein. On me demande 4 éléments, je prends ces 4 éléments.
We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the
On est
storm
avec
terror
Venti.
incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers.
Alors,
That can only mean one thing. We didn't bag all the loot last time.
Venti, on l'avait déjà un peu joué, mais très vite fait. On était parti s'occuper de Dvaline. Je sais pas si vous vous souvenez, il y a un passage où on l'avait joué un petit peu. Ok. Et ça, incroyable. Ça me fait... Ok, ça me fait voler.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Not to worry, allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high.
Ah, je l'ai un peu chié là. Je sentais bien que je l'ai un peu loupé celui-là. J'étais un petit peu loin. Ok. Mon Venti, il a pas un gros flow, mais
Brace yourselves.
bah ça reste ça reste un archon quoi. Donc du coup ça compense. Hop. On ne laisse rien. Ah, je savais bien qu'il y avait un petit coffre dans un coin.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Here we go.
Ok. Il est considéré comme quoi, Venti, comme un support, non?
Brace yourselves.
Ouais, c'était pas ce que je voulais faire, mais...
Stand clear.
mais ça ira bien. Bon, les premiers fights du matin, toujours, c'est
Absorption test.
un peu chaotique.
Let's play. Time
C'est
for
pas ton ult?
takeoff.
Oui, pas mal ça. Ah oui. Ouais, son ult, il est pas dégueu par contre. Ouais, c'est un support, c'est ce que je pensais. Bon, c'est bon. Si tu confirmes qu'il a pas de flow mais qu'il est trop fort... que j'ai vu juste. Enfin, faut vraiment, je suis désolé. Je n'ai plus de place en ce moment. Alors peut-être que j'up un item qu'il faut pas up. Mais j'ai besoin de place. Donc voilà, vous en faites pas. Fermez les yeux, ça va bien se passer. Hop. Et ça, c'est les... Enfin, le manque de flow, ça vient du short. Les petits shorts bouffants comme ça va pas grand monde. Pas mentir. Oh oui, belle. Ah oui, joli combo de ma part. Bon, insupportable ces monstres-là. Ah, bah.
Brace yourself.
Stanley. C'est rien Stanley. Hein.
I was so sure I was about to die.
Bon, c'est pas Jack le viril du coup.
That could have gone either way. So, you must be Jack the Adventurer, I assume?
Yes. Who are you?
Actually, we came looking for you.
Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next adventure together. She'll join you some other time.
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this way to find me, and then had to rescue me.
Huh? I don't see what all the fuss is about. It was nothing that I, Stanley, couldn't have dealt with by myself.
Whoa! You are Stanley? You are that legendary adventurer? Renowned in all of Mondstadt? Who once set foot in the Mare Javari?
The very same.
I must say, it's an honor to meet one as legendary as yourself. Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further inside?
Bon, continue, non, Jack?
I think we should keep going. With Stanley by our side, we'll have no problem.
Ok, ouais.
Okay, motion passed by unanimous consent. Let's head further in.
Ok, avec Stanley, on est safe.
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Your attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Mare Javari.
Enough already! Stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
Il est un peu lourd le Stanley. Hein.
It's true though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Where was it?
You and your partner reached the Mare Javari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely! There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The Mare Javari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow. So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able
Qu'est-ce
to
qu'il
set foot on
raconte?
home ground once more, where the gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
That poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure. But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's
Il a
right.
des petits dégâts quand même,
Find
hein,
a
Venti.
place where the wind blows and to have your smooth carried back to Mondstadt on the wind. That's the key.
Yeah. Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions, like clearing out the slimes clogging up the sewers.
You shouldn't die in a place with no wind. Why do they keep going on about that? Is that why Stanley thinks the Mayor Jazari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because
Il tabasse moins que Yoimiya, qu'on a testé hier, mais
Traveler,
ça
I
reste
believe
honnête.
I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
what?
Mhm.
Stanley has an imaginary friend?
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look of staunch determination on his face.
Ouais, ça m'a l'air d'être un peu un mythomane, le Stanley.
You're saying his imaginary friend is an idealized version of his own self? Interesting idea, but is it true?
Please excuse me. I'll be leaving now.
Bye, Stanley. Do you two still have time to spare?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. Something he's never told anyone before.
Mhm.
The weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago. They were none other than those once wielded by Mondstadt's greatest hero, Vanessa
sûr.
herself. The
D'accord, d'accord.
sword of brilliant valor and the shield of magnificent honor. I don't know whether you believe me, but apparently, both the sword and shield are still right here in Mondstadt, over in Dadaupa Gorge. Since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me to try and retrieve these two legendary weapons?
Donc, genre, il a deux armes
I
légendaires, il
don't
les
know.
abandonne.
Outstanding individuals always come with their quirks, right?
Ouais,
If I can
bizarre.
just get a hold of something impressive enough to show my family what I'm capable of, maybe they'll finally come around to the idea of me being an adventurer.
Suspect,
Right
le
now,
Stan.
I'm just a rookie. My abilities are limited, and my parents don't support my goals one bit. So, what do you say? Help a guy out? I
Vas-y, on va
can't
aller
bring
chercher les
myself
armes.
to tell Stanley about it because my reasons are so selfish. But I swear I'll give the weapons back to him as soon as I'm done.
Aw, poor Jack. Let's help him out.
Ouais,
Venti,
ouais, on va
you
y aller.
coming too?
I don't know.
Allez, viens,
one other thing.
Venti.
I have a bottle of rare vintage wine that I had someone fetch for me a couple years ago. Help me find these weapons, and it's all yours.
Dadaupa Gorge, was it? Let's hurry. There's
Ok,
no
donc
time to
Venti,
lose.
c'est juste un soifard. Tout va bien. Ouais, je le sens pas, ce Stanley. Le niveau du monde, là? Attends, je viens de passer niveau 40 et le niveau du monde, il augmente tout seul? Bah, de toute façon, à Mondstadt, qui n'est pas alcoolique, hein? Je pose la question comme ça. Qui n'est pas alcoolique à Mondstadt? Ok, et bah let's go, du coup. Par contre, vous ne m'en voudrez pas. Le niveau du monde. Alors ouais, c'est un peu bizarre ce que je... Je veux dire, le niveau du monde a changé, donc je vais remettre mon équipe principale. Qui est moins haute en level. Barbara, Jean, Lisa. Ouais, mais ça c'est des... Ça c'est des... Bon, en fait, c'est celles qui tiennent la ville, hein. Tout simplement. Ah mais c'est un écureuil, je croyais que c'était un champignon, j'ai essayé de le ramasser. Hop, au passage, on prend ça. C'est vrai que Diluc il boit pas. Mais Diluc après il fournit toute la ville en alcool, donc... Est-ce que c'est mieux? Je sais pas. Alors, chercher l'épée. Je sais pas pourquoi, je pense que ça va être par ici. Et du coup, il faut que je rechange de... Je suis en train de me mettre sérieusement à l'exploit de Sumeru, c'est juste une dinguerie. Mais ouais, mais non, mais en fait, hier j'étais à... Attends, on va changer Barbara du coup. Hier j'étais à Inazuma. Et tu vois, je demande, genre, du coup, c'est votre zone préférée? Merci pour... Bah non, je l'ai déjà fait ça. Mais qu'est-ce que je fais? Merci, Kurozuka. J'espère que tu vas bien. Merci pour le follow, merci pour la force. Donc j'étais à Inazuma, tu vois, et je dis au chat. Du coup, c'est votre zone préférée, Inazuma. Genre, tout le monde m'en parle depuis que j'ai commencé le jeu.
Hey, that bunch of hilly churls. Are they holding some kind of ceremony?
Et en fait, tout le monde me dit non, la meilleure zone, c'est Sumeru.
Are they worshipping them?
Voilà. Donc...
Seems so. That must be the sword of brilliant valor, surely.
Lightning flash!
On voit pas grand chose. Alors, le niveau du
I
coup...
see everything. Scratch. Boba, get them.
Hop.
Share my knowledge.
J'aime pas trop me battre dans une petite case, on voit pas grand chose.
Think you can bully me? Nice and spicy. You're toast. Brace you.
Take this!
Oh ouais, c'est assez...
Look at you, food down. Boba, get them.
Ah mais fais pas ça dans un bâtiment, t'es malade toi ou quoi?
Out of the frying pan. This may turn a little.
Il y en a un dehors qui veut se battre.
I see
Mais c'est
everything.
quoi ce zoo?
Lightning flash!
Bon, du coup
Henry's attacking.
j'aurais dû garder Barbara, je pense.
Lo and behold, the sword of brilliant valor.
Are you sure? Looks kind of basic to Paimon, and a little worse for wear, too. Why would hilly churls be bowing down before a piece of
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a pile of spoils these hilly trolls were already celebrating.
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic, I'm at a loss for words.
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an anemo crystal fly? They're found in the open country around Mondstadt. If you saw one in broad daylight, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness of night, its brilliant glow is mesmerizing. Is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting back. It's the brilliant ray of light that guides you out from the darkness.
Bon, je t'ai pas trop focus. J'étais en train de relire les messages dans le chat. Merci pour le... Merci pour le compliment. Du coup, Kurozuka, merci beaucoup. Qu'est-ce que tu disais, Neko, du coup? C'était sûr, Sumeru est tellement wow en termes de design, énigme, etc. J'ai découvert un petit peu Sumeru. J'ai été juste un petit peu choper quelques statues pour jeter un œil. Et c'est vrai que ça a l'air très, très joli. Tu sais vraiment manier les mots. J'ai pas du tout écouté ce que tu disais.
You're right.
Venti, excuse-moi.
Then this has to be it. This is the sword of brilliant valor.
So, we got our sword. Now we just need that shield. Let's scout
Allez,
around.
let's go.
It's definitely in Daruopa Gorge, so... huh?
There's somebody there.
Stanley?
Non, mais il est trop
What's
suspect.
he
Je suis
doing
désolé.
here?
He's acting so weird.
What happened? Why did you stop all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just one of those Mora spouting weasel thieves passed by is all.
What? Where? I want to see.
Cette quête n'a plus aucun sens.
Maybe another time. We have a shield to find, remember?
Alors, du coup, ce qu'on va faire, c'est que je vais reprendre Barbara quand même. Par contre, il va vraiment falloir que je up mes persos. J'ai pas envie de me battre. Tiens, toi. Hop. Ça t'apprendra. Ça t'apprendra à traîner ici. Je suis désolé, je sais pas pourquoi j'ai tué cette écurie. Réflexe. J'en suis navré. Un bouclier. Hop, ça n'a rien à voir, mais on récupère ça. Ah, c'est ça le bouclier.
Lo and behold, the shield of magnificent honor.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. It's a chunk of wood. A chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached. Who in their right mind would use this as a shield?
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was just taken from a wine barrel.
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other than the shield of magnificent honor. Warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the broken and splintered shield the one that has fought in countless wars and lived to tell the tale? Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood left to bleed.
You do have a point.
Raison, je pense.
Shiny new shields don't stay new and shiny for
C'est vrai,
long.
c'est vrai, c'est vrai.
Okay then. Well, maybe if we ask nicely, he'll just let us take the shield of magnificent honor.
Ceci dit, je parle un petit peu le brutocolinus.
Excuse me, Mr.
Ça, c'est pas du
Hillicher?
brutocolinus, ça.
Well, okay, you take it from here. Hope you've picked up some Hilly-Trillium by now. If not, there's always body language.
Ah, il aime bien nous parler.
Cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work after all.
On lui donne un masque ou on essaie de lui parler? J'ai peur qu'on lui dise un truc qui lui plaise pas. On va lui donner une fleur sucrante. Ah oui,
It's cheerful
il
enough.
nous aime bien.
Maybe negotiating will work after all.
Oh merde.
Uh-oh. He did not
Je l'ai
seem
peut-être
to
insulté, alors.
appreciate that. Oh, yeah! He actually gave us the shield!
Guys, thank you so much. I can't believe I actually found them. Mom, Dad, check out the legendary weapons I found.
Hey, wait! The wine, you promised! And I actually helped a lot this time.
Ils sont bizarres, non?
What are you doing here, Stanley? Out for a stroll?
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard? Fancy that, huh? You, out for a stroll too?
Oh, that's right. An after-dinner stroll, to be precise. We were also helping a friend look for something.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud.
Ouais, ça fait un moment qu'on pense ça à Paimon.
Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so as to not hurt Jack's feelings?
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dadaupa Gorge. You fought battles here before, after all.
You better believe it. I can navigate this whole area with my eyes closed.
Wow. Then I admire your perseverance. And your memory, too.
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. You guys had better watch out, though. This place is crawling with hilichurros. I'll get back to my, stroll now. Goodbye.
Ah, il est trop suspect, Stanley, en fait.
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on further reflection, I must say I'm intrigued. Someone who can't let go of the past and gives up on the present instead. I wonder, if such a person was forced to take their first step towards the future, which way would they go?
What are you talking about?
I'm just musing to myself. Anyway, I propose we take a trip to Angel's Share tonight.
Allez, petit tour au bar pour finir la soirée. Ça me semble bien. Ça me semble dans la suite logique de cette quête qui n'a aucun sens. Hop. Mais non, c'est trop pénible ça. Ils doivent bien se douter dans le jeu que quand on est là, ce qu'on veut faire, c'est rentrer dans la taverne, c'est pas lire la pancarte. Master des Luke. Alors Stanley, on est alcoolique en plus d'être mythomane? Oh oui, c'est discret.
Tell me, Stan. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name?
Mais c'est pas lui Stanley,
Surely
c'est
not.
l'autre.
Even I've never heard tell of a second Stanley.
Oh, Stanley. It should have been me. I should have been the one to die in the Melchivari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? Why, Stanley? Why? If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day. But now, that'll never happen, because your life was cut short, and all because of a worthless tag-along.
Does anyone get what's going on here?
I think our friend really did make it to the Merjavari. And I think the tragedy he encountered there was real too. But the real adventurer, the real Stanley, that was his partner, not him. The real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Oh, t'es un tueur, Neko.
So the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley in the first place is because he stole the other Stanley's name?
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. So I tell your adventures.
J'essaie de me mettre dans l'ambiance et tout, parce que c'est un peu triste, mais...
Must remember, Stanley reached the center of the Madrivari. He's the greatest adventurer there ever was, and he lives on. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I am Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. I'm getting too old. Now. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Ah, il nous a repérés. On dirait des films qui sont mal doublés, quoi.
We're busted.
Bon bah allez, on va aller te parler, mon pote.
Go away. Save your questions. And just leave me in peace.
But...
Leave now. Don't make me tell you again.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I'm so glad you guys are here. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and shield. My parents are finally supporting me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor for me, so I can take them out on the road.
That's wonderful! So, Jack, is this the part where you bid farewell to Mondstadt and set off on your intrepid trip
C'est bon,
traversing
il a tout
Tibet?
ce qu'il faut. Petits poireaux, des
not
gousses
yet.
d'ail.
I still don't have what it takes to go
Oignons.
too far from home just yet.
Il est bien équipé pour l'aventure, Jack, il a tout
And
compris.
besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. They're what inspired me to become an adventurer in the first place. Stanley, Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off, maybe you can tell me some more of your stories?
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Jack. Jack.
Jack left.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for not telling him about my secret.
Huh? All of a sudden you're facing the facts? That isn't like you.
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. His adventurous spirit is so pure, unblemished. I'm just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star, full of potential.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure stories and experiences. They're all true, aren't they?
Stories? Experiences? What's the point of them anymore? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley, they're hazy these days. That's my biggest secret of all. And my
En même temps,
biggest
si tu
fear.
te mets une race tous les soirs au bar, c'est normal hein, que tu perdes la mémoire.
Tell his story, but his personality and the details of his life. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Ouais,
Exactly.
il se sent coupable, hein,
Even
mais
in
bon.
his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living, breathing friend he knew at all. Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior. And that image has held him captive his entire life.
I'm too old. I never let go. But still, so much has slipped away. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way. No adventurer ever.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbatos. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down. But I think that I'm gonna be okay.
Eh ben,
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can finally go his own way. This calls for a celebration. And by celebration, I do, of course, mean libation.
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving this tavern till you're too drunk to walk, right?
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a rare vintage in exchange for helping him out, remember? I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly. Let's meet at the usual place.
allez, bah plus 20.
Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never heard of it? Hey, Tone Deaf Bard!
Je vous retrouve à l'endroit habituel.
Hey!
On n'a pas d'endroit habituel ici. On a un spot avec Venti? C'est quoi, c'est... Et en même temps, est-ce que j'ai pas la flemme? Est-ce que je ferais pas juste ça? Ah oui, c'est ça notre endroit habituel. On n'a jamais été là-bas tous les deux, mais... pas de soucis. Ouais, alors là je suis... Attends. Je suis dans les aisselles de la statue. Non, mais qu'est-ce que... Mais qu'est-ce que je fais? Mais c'est moi qui suis bourré en fait. Ah la giga flemme. Hein.
You made it.
Non mais c'est tout en escalier et tout là, le... c'est bon.
Where you meet
Trop long.
next time, okay? We looked everywhere. So, did you at least manage to find your wine?
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage. When actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back.
Ceci dit, le
The
cidre,
first
c'est
time I
délicieux.
saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant, who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's lair, right? You mentioned it before.
That's right. The Tyrant of the Winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better, or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form? Venti, do you mean you used to look different than you do now?
Yep. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend. In old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told. Where a tyrant ruled, I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky, he was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. And we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course! The suspense is killing Paimon!
Ouais, les cinématiques dans ce jeu sont incroyables. Enfin, elles sont incroyables. Et je trouve que ça conclut bien la quête de Venti. Tiens, va nous chercher 2 pommes, toi.
Now's the time you suddenly get a craving for apples? Really?
Getting a little peckish or something.
Ouais.
Paimon's had it up to here with you!
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze. Moments like this always take me back. Back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
Très belle quête d'histoire de Petit. Je trouve qu'ils sont assez forts dans Genshin pour... je vais pas donner de la gravité, tu vois, mais donner un sens aux quêtes et donner un petit côté plus profond. Et je trouve ça trop agréable en fait. Je trouve ça incroyable. Donc hâte de voir ce que la suite nous réserve.